I'm in red form, in a red state, such a red case on a red song. In a shared space with my shareholders, cause we share a bond. Spiritual health care, that's real self-care, you won't care for.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats.
Any artist that's talking garbage and try to curse us, y'all follow a wave and do whatever's current. I follow his ways, I know my turn is coming.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on, Big Blue Crew, and welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk with the Big Blue Crew. And today's subject is going to be on Mr. Deonte Banks, cornerback we drafted out of Maryland in the first round, pick number 23. And I just got a couple of things I want to talk about Mr. Deonte Banks. He's already shown in you know, the rookie mini camps and everything that he's here. He's here to learn, and he said he's been flying over the field. So my question about Mr. Deonte Banks is, can he transform this secondary and this defense for 2023 and 24 and beyond? And how will Wink Martindale decide to develop this kid? As you know, Wink Martindale comes from a press cornerback system. People like Marcus Peters, even though he's at the end of the road. Marlon Humphrey, very outstanding press corners, very strong, knows how to cover in areas that are given to him in Wink Martindale's system, because it's complex. So what is it about Deonte Banks that Wink Martindale loved so much to where he actually went bonkers when we took him in the first round? He was hugging people. It was the most exciting I've seen Wink Martindale in a long time. He really wanted this kid, pause. And what are some of the things that he saw in Deonte Banks to where he felt that this was the correct pick at number 23 for the New York Giants? First and foremost, let's talk about the kid himself, Deonte Banks, 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", very lean, very fast, catch-up speed, loves to do press man, very physical at the point of attack, loves to come up in the run game and make hits. He was good in zone and man coverage, so I do see the traits that they see in this kid. Very good attitude, wanted to be in here, New York. He said that New York wanted him there bad, and they got their guy in the first round. So those traits alone makes him number one corner, like here in New York. Adoree Jackson did very well, but he tends to get injured. So this guy may have to step up and be the number one corner in his rookie year. Will that be fair in his rookie year? I don't know, but there are guys like Sauce Gardner who came out and went in the frying pan and did very well, was an all-pro. So it's not to say that it can't be done, that he can't turn into a number one corner his very first year. Sauce Gardner just last year turned into be a very good corner, actually one of the better cornerbacks in the league. A kid from LSU that went to the Texans, he turned out to be a very good corner this year. So it can be done. I mean, to be honest, it can be done. So will Wink Martindale make him into like a Marlon Humphrey type cornerback? When you watch Marlon Humphrey, he's very good at the point of attack. If he gets his hands on you, it's very hard for the receiver to get off, but he can get beat by quick feet. So can Deonte Banks. I've watched this film at Maryland, and he does tend to give up the inside a whole lot. What I mean by that, he tends to do an outside release no matter where he's on the field. He'll give up the inside almost all the time, and slant routes and quick routes like that will beat him early in his career. I am 100% sure that very quick routes, slant routes, he may struggle with that, with like a Terry McLaurin or someone like that. I think he's going to do very well when it comes to the deep ball, though. I don't think he's going to give up too much deep, unless you just out muscle him for the ball, which is I think the only receiver that could really do that to him is A.J. Brown. I mean, he does that to everybody. There's no shame in that. But what I'm worried about him was the very quick, twitchy receiver in his first couple of games, because he tends to give up that inside a lot. I see that in film. But overall, he's outstanding. And I think he will be the number one corner by the middle of the season, overtaking Adoree Jackson, taking that number one receiver on the opposition side. But will Wink Martindale give this guy carte blanche to do what he wants? Or will they take their time trying to develop him into a Marlon Humphrey clone? Because you can do that with him. You can make him into a Marlon Humphrey clone. I just don't think that would be fair to this kid, because I think he's more talented than Marlon Humphrey. He's faster, just as strong, and he plays the deep ball better than Marlon Humphrey, and that's saying something. So will we try to make him a system cornerback, or will we allow him to make the system for us? Will Deonte Banks be the guy to where we could get off the field on third and longs, because we can put Adoree Jackson in the inside now, because we have Deonte Banks that we can line up on the outside on the number one receiver, and we have the option to put Adoree Jackson in the slot against some of these slot guys that killed us last year? Will he allow the pass rush to get back there now to where we got some cornerbacks on the outside that can hold up the receiver and hold up their end of the bargain while giving up something supremely fast? Can Deonte Banks make this whole defense better? Can he make the run defense better? I mean, I'm excited to see what this kid can do, man. As you can see in the highlight reel at the top, he's all over the field. He can make all the plays, man. But will Deonte Banks step up and be the number one corner for the New York Giants in 2023? Not saying he has to do that immediately as soon as he steps on the field. But I want to see the progression of this kid mid-season. Can he show us by mid-season that he is that guy? He is that guy that Wink Martindale believed that he is? Or will we try to make him a system-type cornerback to this system, or will we allow him to be the playmaker that he is? That's a couple of questions I got for Deonte Banks. I truly believe he's a special talent, and I believe he's a talent that you have to allow him to go out there and be what he can be, which is whatever he wants to be. I don't think we should try to make him a system cornerback. I believe we can make the system around him. And I think if you just try to make him a Marlon Humphrey clone, which I don't believe Wink Martindale is going to do, I think he's going to allow this kid to use his talent and make his own mark without having to try to be like someone else, which would be a great thing. So I'm very interested to see how this goes with Deonte Banks. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that big blue join button. Go to the Big Pat Sports Shop, man. We got merchandise. We got the new clothing line, Nice Fit. Go check it out. Appreciate you guys. And until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace.